Less than a year ago, in July, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro found himself in a position no politician ever wants to face. He had to address the attempted assassination of then-presidential candidate Donald Trump, which had taken place at a rally in his state. Shapiro also spoke about the murder of Corey Comparator, a Pennsylvania husband and father who had attended the campaign event. Columnists, arson suspect, harbored hatred against Shapiro. This political violence must end. Opinion. All of us, on the right or the left, need to condemn violence, whether it's motivated by political beliefs, social issues or religious and racial hatred. Portrait of Ingrid Jacques, USA Today. Less than a year ago, in July, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro found himself in a position no politician ever wants to face. He had to address the attempted assassination of then-presidential candidate Donald Trump, which had taken place at a rally in his state. Shapiro also spoke about the murder of Corey Comparator, a Pennsylvania husband and father who had attended the campaign event. Shapiro, a Democrat, handled the horrific situation with grace and heartfelt emotion. And he spoke to deepening political rifts in the country. We have to remember that even in these times, where there are real divisions, that we have to address those divisions through engagement and in a political and civic process in a peaceful manner, Shapiro said at the time. That is incumbent upon all political leaders, all parties, and it is incumbent upon the public. Unfortunately, the governor had to revisit that sentiment this past weekend, when he responded to another violent attack, this time directed at him and his family. Need a break? Play the USA Today Daily Crossword Puzzle. Suspect, harboring hatred for Shapiro and would have beaten him with a hammer. In the early hours of April 13, police say, a person broke into the governor's home and intentionally set part of the house on fire. Hours earlier, Shapiro's family had hosted a Passover celebration. Thankfully, beyond serious damage to the home itself, Shapiro and his family escaped without injury. But things could have gone very differently. Opinion. John Stamos went to Mar-a-Lago for charity. Intolerant liberals lost their minds. A suspect in the attack, Cody Bomber, has been arrested and is charged with attempted murder, aggravated arson, burglary, terrorism and related offenses. Bomber turned himself in and reportedly admitted to harboring hatred against Shapiro and said that if he had encountered him, he would have beaten the governor with a hammer, reminiscent of the 2022 attack against Democratic Rep. Nancy Pelosi's husband. As of this writing, it's unclear what specifically spurred the attack, and Bomber's political leanings aren't well documented. However, it's not a stretch to think that the fact Shapiro is Jewish may have something to do with it. Ugly acts of anti-Semitism in recent years on city streets, at synagogues and even on America's college campuses have frequently turned into violence and vandalism.